Sometimes sisters can be annoying, but when you live with them for long enough, you realize that they mean a lot to you. My sister has been my rock throughout my entire life so far. When my sister turned 18, she decided to up and move to Arizona to get wed the next year with the man that she has been dating for about, I don't know, before then, let's say about 6 years. In Arizona, she did move into a duplex. She always had financial issues, but she got a full-time job to try to support her husband, her family, and her animals, because God knows she had so many. And usually, she loves to call me and tell me about news stories and stuff about her job, just things like that, just to get me to feel good about myself and tell me what she wanted to say to those customers at her job, even though she's not allowed. She would have gotten totally fired. My sister's taught me a lot. She always taught me to believe in my art. She's taught me to persevere through tough times, and if I'm ever unhappy, never be afraid to share with anyone. So getting back to my first point, when my sister turned 18, she moved to Arizona. She moved away with her boyfriend, and it was a good few days' drive in my sister's old Pontiac that was falling apart. She bounced around the state for a while, looking for a nice place to live where she could be with her husband. She got a job, which was only an hourly position, but with enough time and effort, she finally raised enough money to have her wedding, which was an important date because since my family couldn't go there, we got to Skype, and my mom's giant head took up the whole screen, so me and my dad aren't in the picture. My sister, she taught me to persevere and work hard enough, and once you've worked and worked and worked, and you finally hit the top at your hourly position, you'll achieve what you wanted. And I'm getting there, because I work at Walmart and kind of sucks. and then option number 2, she did have financial issues, and after she got her wedding, she was like, well, oh crap, now I want to get a full-time job, so this is going to be kind of hard considering. So she looked for about another 6 months for her full-time job on top of trying to support her husband and her animals, because by the time she got married, she had adopted about, she had a dog, she had 7 snakes, she had 2 ferrets. She just had like a whole zoo in her house. And snakes are horrifying, especially when they're about 3 times the size of your child self. It was horrifying. She always calls me with her stories about her job and her customers. Although right now she gets kind of feisty with her customers, even though she works at a weed shop, so that's not ideal. But I mean, she has to, She always calls me to give me advice and like tells me about her husband and like what she's doing, how she's doing in life, and it's pretty nice to know that she's faring pretty well after all these years. She's always been an artist, also, and when she started, she always claimed that she was never good. And me being like my 8-year-old self just stared at her like, whoa, you can like put a pencil on paper and make art with it. That's so cool. So she always tried to convince me that she sucked at art, like she was never good, and then she kept practicing more and more. And it was really good. She inspired me to do realism and like draw cartoons, and it's been a hell of a ride. Now I realize I'm pretty good at art, and it's pretty great. Later, she always calls me and tells me this, that to never be ashamed of anything that I've made. And I never am, because I know that my sister will beat my face in, because she loves to be inspirational and loving. So yeah, my sister has always been my rock for me throughout my entire life. She told me to believe in my art, persevere through tough times, and if I'm ever unhappy, never being afraid of telling anyone. Even though my sister doesn't know it, she's been an incredible role model.